What's going on, YouTube? I wanted to talk about Candace Owens, who recently, I think it was today or yesterday, but it's hot all over the internet today. So I just wanted to touch up on it. So she was on this panel with other black leaders, quote unquote. It was her and some other woman on there, light skinned woman. I believe she was a conservative as well. And you had four other people there, including Ti. Imagine calling Ti to have a debate. Imagine that. But Ti was there, and Killer Mike, and some other woman that I don't know. And the host of this panel was some guy who's synonymous with BET. He used to have dreadlocks. I don't remember his name, but that's irrelevant. But he's there, and basically to sum it all up, guys, they pretty much attack Candace. They come after her, man. Not her like not her like her, but like her points, talking points, basically. So they eventually get to the point of talking about Donald Trump's campaign slogan. You know Donald Trump had to come up. When you're in a room full of black people, you know his name gonna come up. So they asked Ti, specifically asked Candace, at what point in time was America great? Because if his slogan is "Make America Great Again," you're implying at one point in time it was great. So Candace is trying to answer him, and he's just, instead of him to chill out and sit down like a grown man, he's just, shouting over her, not trying to let her speak and respond to what he asked. Right? That's the concept of a debate. Right? So again, who invites Ti to a debate on behalf of black people? Who is this person? You notice every time there's an issue going on in Black America, right? It doesn't matter what it is. It could be this old Colin Kaepernick stuff. It could be police brutality. It could be whatever, right? They never call the best to discuss these issues. They never do this. They call or they rely upon entertainers, rappers, athletes. Imagine a debate show with on one end you have any race of, you can think of any other race, right? And think of their premier scholars, philosophers, critical thinkers. Think of those kind of people. From whites, Indians, Asians, you name it. And then you look at Black America, you know what I'm saying? Because liberals literally run Black America. They vote 90% Democrat for some strange reason. We're the only group of people, race of people, who vote so lopsided. 90% Democrat. Imagine that. But anyway, imagine the best of the best, right? From end of the race. And then you look at the black people, and we're going to send up there people like T.I., LeBron James, and Oprah Winfrey. Why? And it's always the case. So, I've seen these clips all day today while I was at work, on my break and stuff like that. And I came to the conclusion that I feel like Candace was set up. I low-key feel like she was set up. And this is why I feel this way. This event, this panel that took place, was set up by Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, whatever y'all know him as. He set this up. He funded this or whatever, he does. He made this happen, basically. And if you look at the clips online, if you see how he was just up out of his seat, it's almost as if he was like Vince McMahon. Like he was a promoter. You know what I'm saying? Like he was looking for chaos. But not in a physical way, but just, that's how it came across to me. As many times as I've seen the clips throughout the day, I got that vibe, But so Candace never got a chance to really answer the question because T.I. just kept going on. And you know, it's a tactic that people do. I want people to watch public forums and public debates, like with the audience and the crowd. Like one guy who's, you know, trying to go for those gotcha points, gotcha moments, he's trying to win over the crowd. Usually when you win over the crowd is usually going to lean with that person for the rest of the night. And I feel like that's what happened with Candace during this debate. I feel like T.I. really went out of his way to show out. So no matter what she says, whether it be true or not, the audience has already chosen who they're going to side and agree with. That's what he did. You can look at this clip. I mean, not clip. You can look at Kanye West. He did a interview with David Letterman on his Netflix show. And every time, because he did it to Kanye on 2 different occasions. Because I watched that thing and I noticed that. Every time Kanye was, you know how Kanye, when he's in a mood, he just rants. And the things that come out usually make sense. At least to me. I don't really get offended by what he says. But when Kanye's in his when he's in his mood, he's going. Like, you know, he's really gonna go and say some real stuff. And so what Letterman did, he cut him off by the legs. And so with Kanye, because Kanye is not really that articulate, I mean, he'd tell you that himself. It's like he loses his thought process in a sense. So whatever he was gonna say, you're not gonna get that same energy because he's like, he kind of like he hit reset in a sense. That's what T.I. did to Candace. Ever since he was doing that, she never really recovered. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what else she did, she could have said the most truest thing possible known to mankind. Everybody would have said that she was a coon, this, that, and the third, and T.I. is right. You know, T.I. was even saying that she was about to say some BS, but T.I., you didn't let her finish the question. You know, T.I. was saying that she was making light of black people by diminishing slavery in America, but she wasn't. She was simply pointing out that slavery was a worldwide, I don't want to say phenomenon, is that the right word? You know, but it was a worldwide thing that was going on around the world. It wasn't like slavery wasn't exclusive to America, and that's all she was trying to say. But before she could finish her point and continue with that statement, you cut her off talking about she's making light of black people. How? This is the same man who sold drugs to his own community, his own people that he talks about, his kings and queens. He sold drugs to these people. But you're not making light of people? You're literally killing your people, bro. You're shooting people, bro. You got locked up. You snitch. How you get caught with 8 assault weapons and you do 8 months in jail, in prison? Snitch eye? T.I. snitch eye? Come on, man. But she's making light by telling you the truth. And it's not her truth or your truth. It's the truth. Slavery was a worldwide phenomenon. It was happening. It still happens today in certain countries. But nobody sees these people speak. And black people today speak about slavery so much as if it ended last week. They speak about it like it ended last week. I don't get it. You didn't experience it. Your parents didn't experience it, and your grandparents didn't experience it. So why are you tripping? That's 3 generations right there. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling some people that I work with the other day. You know, they just happen to be Nigerian. All 3 of them. I told them, I said that the way black Americans think, it's so sad. It's so sad. And I'm going to tell you why. You can't name another people, black people, around the world. You name what black country? Haiti, in Africa, whatever. You can't name another black nation on this planet that are more well off than black Americans. You can't name it. All these people talking about, man, if Trump wins again, man, I'm out of here. That was 2016. They still here. You gonna pass up America and go to Canada because you don't like who the president is? Really? Come on, man. That's not real. You want to leave the best country in the world. The best country in the world. Yes, I said it. You're willing to leave the best country in the world because you don't like who the leader is? You act as if we live in some, tyrannical government or regime. We don't have the problem that they have in China. We don't have that. We don't have the problem that they have in North Korea. We don't have those issues. These people are like trying to escape with their lives on the line, trying to come to a better place. People jumping borders, illegal jumping borders to come to a better place to live. And this is why I say we as Americans, we are so privileged. We are so spoiled. We don't know how good we have it. I have relatives, right? Nigerian relatives, right? Who are about very close, similar to my age, maybe 5, 6 years younger than me, who are in school, right? Who are not there in school in Nigeria. They're either here, they're either in Canada. The point is they're here, they're not in Africa, basically. In some cases they may be in Europe or whatever, but they're not in Nigeria. And this is their home country. But they're not there because nothing is better than here. It's the truth. This is not me bigging up the white man, nothing like that. Nothing is better. This is the best place in the world to be. So why would you downplay it? For what reason? I'm so sick of the nonsense. Oh, America's bad. America's racist. America's this, that. Like to say that America has racist in its DNA as a nation is retarded. I shouldn't have said that because I'm probably going to get demonetized, but it's cool. It doesn't make any sense. And then Killer Mike, this is supposed to be T.I.'s homie. He gets on the mic and he's saying, this is another rapper, by the way, Killer Mike. He practically said that I'm disagreeing with my friend T.I., but Candace is right. Of course she's right. Of course she is, right? But these other guys, T.I. and the rest of them, all they know how to do is get emotional. They don't think. They don't sit down and think. T.I.'s too busy trying to look cool and act cool. He's not really there to debate. Again, I'm going to ask for the third time on this video. Who calls T.I. to come for a debate? Who does this? Whether it be T.I. or Snoop Dogg, who calls these kind of people? I'm trying to talk about world issues. I'm not calling 50 Cent. Come on now. Black people, we need to call our brightest, our philosophers, our critical thinkers, our Ben Carsons, our Thomas Sowells, our Larry Elder, people like that. You know what I'm saying? People like that. But the problem with those people is like they're all conservatives. That's why they won't call them. They won't do it. But, you know, the point, they don't respect Candace. That's why they treated her the way they did. They don't respect her. Now, had it been someone who was an elder gentleman or a woman, whoever, let's say like a Thomas Sowell, I don't think T.I. would have done what he did. I think he would be more willing to listen. But he didn't do that. You know, I feel like that was a whole missed opportunity. I do feel like Candace was set up though. There's something about Diddy I don't trust, man. I don't trust that guy. But something as serious as this, I feel like you don't do in front of an audience because you're gonna get what you got. You know, the grandstanding, the cheering, the booing, and all that stuff. Even though what you're saying is true, 100% true. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like T.I. would have a reason to go off the way he did if an audience was in there. You know, he knows what he's doing, but I just feel like this is a missed opportunity to bridge the gap, basically. I do feel like, you know, Candace, I remember when Kanye told Ebro to have Candace on the Hot 97 show, to have a debate. Whether it be Hot 97 or The Breakfast Club. They're always interviewing people who, useless people. Like Hot 97, they'll go interview Ocasio-Cortez. Why? You know, like, why? What incentive do you have to interview? For what? You know what I'm saying? And then The Breakfast Club, they'll go interview every Democratic nominee. Why? All they do is go up there and pander to you. You have a black woman who's into politics, who's not a presidential nominee. She's just a political pundit, you know? Whatever you want to call it. I think it would be great if they had that, but all they want to do is invite people who they typically agree with. You know how much better the shows will be if you invite people up there that you can challenge or they can challenge your platform, you know how much better those shows would be? But every time they invite somebody, it's somebody who they like. Or they feel like somebody who's gonna have the same mindset as them. So the interview doesn't really come an interview. It's really like a smoke session. Everybody's just saying the things that they would normally say behind the closed doors. Except I guess vulgar language or what have you. But they don't do that. But I don't know, man. This has gone long enough, 15 minutes. But that's just my take, man. Hopefully they do something like this again, but not like this though. They need to have like more control. Like the host he was just useless. T.I. was just running amok with the mic, just saying whatever. The host is useless. Just it just goes back to the point where it's like black folks, they just can't. Like, it's just gonna be chaos, man. You need to have someone you need to have this kind of on a more, you need to have this type of panel, this event on a more serious platform. Not on BET, not on nothing like that. Not on TV One, none of that crap. But that's my 2 cents, man. Y'all have a good night.